In this video, you're going to learn more about the first stage of working with TE grammar tasks. The purpose of this stage is to let students become aware of a learning need and define objectives for further work. The example tasks we use are designed to make students aware of a potential learning need related to the use of did and have done, or the choice between past simple and present perfect when referring to the past. It is possible, however, that students will become aware of other learning needs which are relevant for them at a given moment. In any case, by the end of this stage, the students and the teacher will decide together which of the learning needs from those identified they would like to deal with during further classes. The first two tasks aim at getting the students to produce some language containing the linguistic structures we would like to highlight. In this case, did and have done. To help students to prepare for an interview and also to make the sentences available for further analysis, in task 1 they are invited to work individually and put down the questions they are going to ask. This is also the time when the teacher can go around and take a note of potential difficulties. The teacher doesn't correct any mistakes though. When the students are ready with their questions, they move to task 2, where they interview each other. Here again, the teacher can take a note of potential problems. In task 3, students are asked to write a memo about their peer using the information they have collected during the interview. Students work individually and practice their writing skills. The teacher continues monitoring what students are writing and collecting their mistakes. In the next step, students will work in groups and compare what they have written. Comparing the sentences, students become aware of formulations they don't agree about. Each group is asked to write such formulations on the board. The teacher can also add 1 or 2 sentences she has taken a note of. In the final task, the students look at the sentences on the board and formulate possible questions that will lead to defining objectives for further work. At this point, students are not supposed to find the answer to their questions, and the teacher should not start explaining grammar rules. The role of the teacher is to support students in understanding and defining their learning needs. After students have spent some time discussing, the teacher invites them to put down possible objectives. The teacher can draw students' attention to the overall question asked in the task and invite them to consider their proposed formulations in this context. By the end of the part, the students and the teacher will decide if the entire class will work on a specific learning need, or if students want to split into smaller groups working on different learning needs. Let's summarize what happens in stage 1 of working with TE grammar. Students are offered a communicative task where the choice between several structures is involved. In an oral production task, students are provoked to use certain linguistic structures. Later, they write a memo about their peer and use the new structures in a written text they produce. Comparing their formulations, students become aware of potential problem areas. Finally, as a result of discussion, they formulate their learning need and define the objective for further work.